Hello, everybody. This is Annalise Wojtolewicz with annalise.co. Thanks for watching. All right, so I am testing all of this out. I didn't want to post the link until I actually started it, so I'm going to do that now. Tell you guys all, please click on the link below. You should see my live broadcast. I hope. All right. Yay. Okay, that worked. And now I want to send the link for people to join me live. If anybody would like to do that. If you would like to join in live and be on air with me, you must have a Google Plus account and maybe software. Okay, so let's see, we are now at 8:30. Comment below with any questions. All right, this is weird just talking to the camera. I don't like that, so I'm going to refresh and I'm going to switch over so I can at least see myself. All right, hey everybody. I said I was going to do this live broadcast and it is now 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I am right on time here. So we're going to cover a few things today. I'm going to just close some windows. So what I want to make sure that I cover today is I'm going to do the drawing from the contest so that we can select our winners. And then the second thing that I'm going to do is talk about values, just really like how, when you are in alignment with all of your values, how that can really help set you up for success in achieving your goals. So that's kind of going to be the thing that we'll talk about. It's not going to be real long. I have no idea how long. And if anybody decides to join us, then we've also got an open Q&A, and I'll be checking the comments in the comment box. And I've decided that we are going to, well, I'm going to do this every week. I don't know if I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe I'll choose different times. I'm not really sure. But right now, I think I'm going to stick to 8:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. And I will do this every week. This is our happy hour. So, cheers. Get yourself a glass of wine. All right. Let me see. I've got a couple monitors here because I want to check and see if anybody makes comments. So I need to have that window over here. Let's see here. Oh, did I not post the link? Hi, Jessica. Okay. I don't know. You're the only one I've seen that has seen the link, so that's cool. We're going to move on. Just one. Oh, I know who else I need to post. Oh, I did it. We're good. We're good. I definitely have too many windows up. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and congratulate all the people that participated in the last 8 or 10 days, however many days it was when I started running this contest. And thank you for everybody participating. I'm going to show you my screen as I go through just picking the winners tonight. We are going to share screen 2. All right. So here's what I have here. You guys should be seeing my screen now. And we've got this big Wampin Excel spreadsheet. So what I did was I took everybody's name that is posted or commented in the last, since I started the contest, and then each of the posts are down here on the left-hand column. Then I said I would give 2 points for a post and 1 point for a comment. So I went ahead and just tallied all those, and then I totaled them at the bottom, and those are our totals. So then I put those names as many times as the number of points, and then I pasted them over here in column A in one big super long column. Yes, Kathy, you definitely had the most. Karen Moscow, you came in second with the number. I then put them into a randomizer and mixed up all the names so that they're totally random here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick those people out. So I have used this website here called Randomize, and I have pasted all of the names inside of here. And you can just see if I scroll up in this window, all of the names have been posted in random order. And I'm going to click this pick one. Yes, earlier Kathy won here. We're going to pick again and see who comes up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Karen Moscow, you have won the contest. So I'm going to be gifting you an Amazon gift card, which I will get your information, and that will be awesome for you. And you also are winning one of my gratitude rocks. So I love my gratitude rocks. I wish I had one to show you guys right now, but I will make sure that I get you pictures of what I have, and you can pick one out. Now we're going to pick out the second prize, because I promised to also send a gratitude rock to another person. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kathy, surprise! You are the proud winner of one of my gratitude rocks. So awesome. Congratulations to both of you. And really, I do appreciate all of the support that you've had on us, or had given everybody in the group in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Onward. Let's just check the group here. I'm going to unshare my screen. Now you guys are back to seeing me. All right. I think I have too many things open. I'm like all over my screens here, and it's driving me crazy. I have 2 extra monitors. Anyways, we're gonna stop that. Thought I stopped that already. Okay, so let's see. I said we were going to talk to you about just getting into alignment with your goals and, you know, whatever it is that you really want, because you're more likely to get it if you are really clear on what that looks like for you. So what I'm going to ask you is, when you have something that you want, just maybe it's just a goal that you're working on, a single goal, maybe it's a lifetime goal, doesn't matter. When you are really clear why that goal is important to you, I mean, everybody's heard this, you know, what's your why? As a matter of fact, I'm a why coach. But outside of that, it's just this, you know, why is this important to you? Why do you really want this? Why do you want to work toward this goal? Why is it that this is your dream or your desire? And when you're really clear on what's important to you about that, it kind of helps you identify a deeper connection to really achieving that goal. And the same thing, if you think about what it is you value, like what's important to you. When you identify what's important to you, it's also going to help you identify your values. And chances are, if it's important to you, it's probably because it's something that you have a high value for. And there are tons of different values that anybody can have, and there are just so many, and they can be very different for everybody. And it's just really important that you figure out what they are. So I've come up with, I wrote down 7 questions that I'm going to post in the group right now with this. And these are some great questions to ask yourself in trying to identify or really determine what your values are. So the first one I put down is, you know, if you're not sure what your values are, one of the ways that you can go about it is to really just ask yourself a series of questions that will help you kind of in a sideways way come into figuring out what those are. I just used this week with one of my clients, and it was really powerful for her to be able to go there and look through that lens of her values in something she was trying to do, rather than just, you know, wanting to go to this behavior or whatever this goal is. So the first thing is just think about a time where you felt super happy, super alive, super just rewarded. Everything was going really well. And I want you to think about when things were just going so super smooth for you, what was happening? What events were occurring? What were you doing? Who were the people that were around you? And in that moment, what values were being honored? So the second set of questions is kind of looking at the opposite. So finding a time that you were really upset or angry or irritated, or something just was not going your way at all. And I want you to just think about how you were feeling. And when you think about that, ask yourself, what is the opposite of that feeling? What would you like to feel instead of the feelings you were having when you felt mad or whatever was happening? So what are the opposite feelings? And when you think about feeling those opposite feelings, what are the positive values that those feelings bring to you? So what are those positive values that are being expressed in that moment when you are thinking about the opposite of that particular instance? So the third set of questions is, beyond food, shelter, and community, what do you really have to have in life in order for you to feel fulfilled? Where if you are not having this thing, being able to express, you know, this part of you, something in you just dies if you can't honor it. What is it that you must have? The next one is, think about your friendships. People you hang around with likely are expressing the same values as you. So just look at those people in your life, and they are often a reflection of you. Let's see, the next one, how do you treat others? Honestly, like, how do you treat others? And likely that is also going to be something you really value. It's going to come out in the way you are around other people in your life. And if you're a parent, what values do you want to instill on your children? So those top values that are important to you as a parent and bringing down to your children, likely those are some really high values for you. And the last one I have here is, who are you influenced by? Like, who influences you? Who do you really look up to? Who are your mentors? Who are your idols? And when you think about that person, what is it about them that you admire? And likely whatever it is about them that you admire, it's those values that are being expressed from them that kind of guide you to really being attracted to them. So those are some questions that you can kind of look at in trying to figure out what values are important to you, because sometimes we say we know what our values are, but then if somebody were to ask us, it's like, hey, I'm not really sure what the first, you know, what are my top ones? And by really identifying some of the language around this, you can get really clear on what those are. Make sense? Nobody's on, so we got no questions. Let's see. Okay, so the next thing, what is important to you in your life right now? So when you're thinking about your life right now, what is most important to you? And when you think about how you live your life every single day, are you in alignment with what you found in these earlier questions to be important to you? Are you in alignment with acting and behaving and living out every single day with those values that you already said were important to you? And are you consciously doing this in your everyday life? And if you're not, where are you out of alignment? Where are you not expressing these values? Where are you not living up to what you said was important to you? And when you can really identify this and look through that lens, you'll start to notice, whoa, this is where I need to change behaviors. And you can't have a better lens than, you know, looking through it, looking through what it is you want through this lens of, you know, the values, and not just the values, but what you believe is possible, that what you hold valuable, and really just looking for that, you know, that bigger purpose that you have. But all of it comes through that stepping stone of knowing what's important to you and walking through the steps in those values. Okay, makes sense? Yeah? Okay. Bobbing head. Because it's really weird talking to yourself, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, so let's see here. I said I wasn't going to make it too long. I wanted to make sure that I shared those questions with you. And let's just, so last couple of questions. So I was chatting with Christian Marie Heron earlier and said, I think I'm going to do, you know, what I'm going to talk about tonight is going to be along the lines of, you know, being in alignment with your values. And she had said, what about these questions? I'm like, okay, so I wrote them down real quick here. And I wrote, well, I started it with saying, I want you to just think about a time where you felt really good in a project, in a goal, really good at the starting line and just thinking about it. The pre-work, the getting excited, creating it, figuring out what that is. And in the process, the entire process, you felt really good. And the finish line, you felt really good. So when all of these places of this particular goal felt really good to you, likely you were in alignment. You felt good, you were in alignment, everything lined up and matching your values, what's important to you, the outcomes, the process, like all of it just really flowed and felt super easy. So when that happened, what did it look like for you? What did it feel like? Where do you feel it in your body when you really just think about that space, that place, that time when you felt really good all the way through achieving a goal? Do you feel it in your heart? Feel it in your gut? Your whole body? Where is it that you really feel it? That flow? And pay attention to what that feels like, and pay attention to what it might feel like when you're not feeling it in that space in your body. One of the, I don't know what to call this, an exercise. When I went to Peru, I worked with an energy shaman. He calls himself the mystic poet. His name is Don Americo. And he taught us, you guys, my gratitude rocks actually kind of stemmed from this idea as well, but we were given some rocks that came from one of the rivers, and these rocks we keep in a little Peruvian bag, kind of like this material here, but it's just got some of my stones and rocks and crystals in it. And we take these 3 rocks, and the idea is to lay flat on the ground. So I'll just lay flat on the ground in the living room on my back. You put 1 rock on your forehead, 1 rock on your chest, and 1 rock on your belly, and just laying flat. So with all 3 in a line, and just laying there and just breathing, completely just tapping into your breath and breathing, alignment. Now these rocks were special, and they were pulled from these waters, this river there, and they just have this cleansing magical power, so it feels good too. And just part of it is the experience of being there, of when I'm laying there and I feel that, and I imagine and feel those rocks on me. But they can really work with any kind of rock. And if you just take those 3 and line them up on you and just breathe, feel into the breath and just breathe, and notice what comes up for you. Notice where you feel tension, and notice where you don't feel good, and notice where your thoughts go. Go back to your breath, but just notice where your thoughts go. And you're really going to center yourself when you do this. So this is a process I do whenever I'm starting to feel, or I'm working on something, things aren't going, whatever. It's just something that I throw into my routine of helping me get back into alignment. Sometimes I'll do it every day for a bit. It's just a lay down on the ground. So for me, another thing to help me just really be clear on making sure that my actions are in alignment with who I want to be is literally just making sure that I'm staying grounded in some way. And by grounded, I mean getting close to the earth in some way. And it's winter here right now in Michigan. So for me, that is just that laying on my back on the floor. If I don't have my other rocks available, it's just laying flat on my back on the floor. And that will allow me to feel better. Better yet would be to get my bare feet on the ground outside. And I can just feel the magical power and the grounding powers of the earth when I do that. But it's kind of cold and snowy. So that's not happening a lot right now. My mouth's all dry. So that was one of the things I do. Last couple of things I said, laying flat. So meditating, of course, is going to help you really get clear on what's important to you. Journaling, writing things out helps you, again, gain that clarity. And I also have this exercise. You may have seen me post it around. It's called the Purpose Walk exercise, and you can gain access to that by grabbing, if you haven't yet, opted into my gift of, it's a guide on banishing limiting beliefs. It's a 4-step guide that takes you through a process in eliminating, changing, shifting, eliminating belief into a new belief that you want to have that is in alignment with you. And in that email series, when you opt in for that guide on day, I don't know, I think that there's like the 3rd email I send you, you will get a link to my purpose walk, which totally walks you through an exercise that allows you to super line up everything that is going to help you not figure out what your values are, but just to make sure you're in alignment with whatever the goal is that you want. So that's it. Nobody logged on, so that's cool. We're going to end it. 20 minutes, not so bad. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And this is Annalise at annalise.co. Now, everybody, go make happy. Bye.